Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Today, we're opening a door that many of us are afraid to even touch. We're talking about money.
Specifically, why we are so scared to let our money work for us. Hi, Alicia. You look like you're thinking over something big today.
Alicia is afraid of losing what little she has. But Peter is about to show her a secret weapon that makes time more valuable than money. Does she have the courage to take the first step?
I am, Peter. Remember how we talked about starting over last time? Well, I realized that I can't really start over if my bank account is always empty. I look at my savings and they just stay there. They don't grow.
That's a common trap. Most people think saving is enough. They put aside a little money every month and they feel safe. But they forget about inflation. Your money isn't just sleeping, it's actually shrinking in value.
Exactly. I want to look into the stock market, but I'm terrified. Every time I turn on the news, I hear about crashes and people losing everything. It feels like gambling. I don't want to throw away my hard-earned cash.
I understand. The stock market can feel like a monster if you don't break it down. But let's think about it differently. When you buy a stock, you are not gambling. You are buying a tiny piece of a business.
But businesses fail, Peter. What if I pick up shares of a company and it goes under? I'd be letting myself down again. I've worked so hard to scrape by these last few years.
That's why we don't put all our eggs in one basket. We diversify. It's like having a garden. If one plant dies, the others carry on growing.
I like that analogy. But where do I even start off? There are so many terms. ETFs, dividends, bear markets. I feel like I'm falling behind before I even get in.
Slow down. You don't need to be a Wall Street expert to get ahead. You just need to show up and start small. Most people put it off because they wait for the perfect moment. But the perfect moment doesn't exist.
So you're saying I should just dive in, even if I only have $50?
Especially if you only have $50. It's about building the habit. If you keep on waiting, you'll run out of time. And time is the most powerful thing in finance.
I'm scared, Peter. I'm scared of the risk.
Alicia, let's talk through that fear. Risk is part of life. You take a risk every time you get into a car, but you do it because the benefit of traveling is higher than the fear of a crash.
I guess, but money feels different. It feels like my security. If I lose out on money, I lose my safety net.
Let's look at the 5 target words for today. Invest, stock, profit, risk, and diversify. When you invest, you are giving your money a job. A stock is your ownership. If the company makes a profit, you share in that success.
And the risk is that the success isn't guaranteed.
Correct. But if you diversify, buying many different stocks, you lower that risk. Have you ever heard of compound interest?
I've come across the term, but I never really figured it out. It sounds like a math problem from high school.
It's actually simple. It's interest on your interest. It's your money having babies, and then those babies having babies. If you start now, even with a small amount, it builds up over years into something huge.
So I don't need to hit it big overnight? I don't need a get-rich-quick scheme?
Not at all. In fact, most people who try to get rich quick end up wiping out their accounts. They run after the latest trend and end up losing everything. We want to build up wealth slowly and steadily.
That sounds more my style. I'm not a gambler. I just want to set aside enough so I don't have to worry about my bills when I'm 60.
That is exactly the right mindset. You aren't looking for a jackpot. You are looking for freedom.
But what about the bear market? Everyone freaks out when the prices go down. I don't
don't think I could deal with seeing my account balance drop by 20%. That's the psychological part. When prices fall off, most people panic sell. They give in to their fear. But successful investors see it as a sale. They pick up more shares at a lower price. So when everyone is running away, I should be walking in? Exactly. But you have to be prepared for that emotionally. You can't let your feelings take over your logic.
Okay, I'm starting to warm up to the idea. It's not about being lucky, it's about being patient.
Precisely. So, what is the first thing you are going to look into?
I think I'll set up a basic brokerage account, just to see how it works. I won't put in much, just enough to get a feel for it.
That's a perfect first step. Don't rush into buying individual stocks yet. Maybe look for an index fund. It's an easy way to diversify automatically.
I'll check it out tonight. I'm still a bit nervous, but I feel like I'm finally facing up to my financial future instead of hiding away from it.
I'm proud of you, Alicia. It takes a lot of courage to break out of your comfort zone, especially with money. But remember, the biggest risk is taking no risk at all.
How about you? Are you holding back because you're afraid of the stock market? Or have you already started off on your investment journey?
We want to know, are you a saver or an investor? Leave a comment below and let's talk it over.
Thanks for hanging out with us today for this first episode of our finance series. If this helped you clear your head about investing, please give us a thumbs up.
And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss video 2, where we will break down how to actually pick your first investment.
Stay curious, stay brave, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!